because I have wonderful people in the room that I will be introducing as we go. We actually have Joe Cortez, and he is the Hall of Fame boxing referee who, yes, has done some of the famous fights here too, not just, in other places. And so he's gonna talk just briefly on some of his aging in place journey. And then we also have Brenda Plank, who is now part of the staff for our councilwoman, Polensky, our newest councilwoman for Ward 4. So you get a first look, right? We get a first introduction. And I know she's gonna be instrumental in us getting out to everyone over 55. Woohoo! Yes. That includes me, by the way, because we're awesome. So the first person I want to have come up to talk to you a little bit about some things in the book and some of the things that she does every single day is Gina Knight, and she is from our Chicagoland chapter. Gina.
Hi, Susan, just to see you. So, I am also on the board of directors for the National Aging in Place Council, so I sit with Deanne on that board, and I'm also the founder of the Chicagoland chapter. So, has anyone in this room ever been to Chicago? Yeah. Natives from Chicago? No, just visit. Yeah, go when it's warm out. The snow is not good. So I have started the chapter in Chicago about 3.5 years ago, and similar to Deanne, we've got a bunch of different professionals, and I'm not sure if you're aware of how the NAIPC chapters work. We have to go through background checks. And I'm sure if you watch TV here is very similar to Chicago, that people who are older adults usually have targets on their backs. So we can direct you to anything that you might need. A little bit about what we do from my business perspective and how I work with older adults. So we refer to it as senior crisis management. So I have a couple chapters in the book about home modifications, what it's like to make the decision that home, and I'm not leaving. Okay, homework for today. When everybody gets home, I want you to open up your kitchen cabinets, and all those coffee cups that have chips and cracks in them, please dispose of them, because they're not even donatable. So look at that, you're downsizing already. All right, so that's your homework for today. But when I talk with a family, we call it crisis management. And the reason we call it crisis management is typically, the reason I get that initial call, some unexpected event has taken place. Mom fell, dad fell. Mom's not recognizing me. Mom's not taking her medication. So there's usually something that's taken place, and I'll get that call either from a spouse, adult children. So, one of the things that you have to do is be honest with yourself. If you realize that, doing one of these, caught myself doing that. I'm okay. There's a reason that is happening, okay? I encourage you to always stay in touch with your doctors and have them review your medications. Doctors are notorious for not talking to other doctors. So now you're on multiple medications, and maybe that's what's causing a little bit of a mobility issue. But you've got to be honest with yourself. If you're getting in and out of your tub and you feel like you're losing your balance, it's not safe. And here's the reality. You don't want to have a situation where you do fall and crack your head. Now I have the same argument with my own father, who at 80, almost 82, thinks he should go out on a ladder and go up the roof. And his logic is, well, at least I'm doing something, and if I fall off the ladder and die, at least I died doing something. I said, yeah, but if you fall off the ladder and don't die, what am I left with? So you've got to remember that when you realize, because you will realize that very first time that you're going to get in the tub, people don't want to make, it costs too much money to take that tub out and put it in a shower so that I can just walk into it. I hear you, but here's the reality. Even if you spend we'll call it $20,000, which is a lot of money, right? But even if you spend $20,000 to help prevent the fall, do you know how fast you would spend $20,000 in a senior living community? So, you know, like I said, I do for a living, I do home modifications, right? It's one of the things that we provide. And people will say this, oh my God, it costs $15,000. I don't want to spend $15,000 on that. I'm like, I hear you, but I want you to know, in 3 months, you're gonna spend $15,000 in senior living. So if you fall and you can no longer stay in your home for safety reasons because you chose not to do some modifications, you are going to have a crisis. People always say, my dad, again, is an example of it where I don't want to burden you. So I live in Illinois, my dad lives in Indiana. I'm not coming to Illinois. Nope, not moving. Unless I'm 6 feet under, I'm not moving to Illinois. Okay, but here's the reality. Not everybody has family they can count on, right? My dad knows he can count on me. But you may or may not have children. You may or may not have children that are local to you. You may not even like your children. And trust me, I have a lot of those. And it's so that these are things that you have to have a plan. And that's one of the things that you will learn through this book is have a plan. If you don't have a plan, someone else is going to be making decisions for you.